Now we are back on the Chrono Clash with the second rounds are coming one by one. Also, there can be a chronological disorder. I accidentally casted the previous game, the game between Yuno and can't remember the other guy, as first by accident. So if I was introducing the Chrono Clash over there, apologize. I mean, I humbly apologize for it. But now we are on Fire Island between two Empire behemoths. One is a Bashley, I think the teal one. No, the purple one is the Bashley, and we have teal Zugspitze. So interesting map of choice. I mean, on Fire Island, we rarely see players picking up allies for the most of the time, but now we see Empire units all over scattered around the map. Burst drone strategically places over itself to a dojo core and bursting itself. Not the best damage it could deal. I don't think this will. Oh, Tank Pass also taking land in the first shot and dealing significant damage, already taking down the Dojo Core. The things are a bit little better for the Zugspitze, already taking down, already captured the first oil derrick. Now, Basha is. This Dojo Core is idle. This must be a Dojo Core. In a way, both of the oil derricks are now captured by the respective players. Two Imperial Wars respecting each other all day. Now Mecha Bay for the Bashley is now out. The trouble is the Zugspitz already got his Mecha Bay and first Tengu is out already. A bit greedy, but also aware of way of playing. Taking down the second oil derrick as well. Stealing over from the Bashley. Meanwhile, Bashley wants to do the exactly same. Oh no, but the Tengu's here! That's a big loss. Tengu is now taking down this dojo. I mean, so far so good. All of the combat evokes from the taking down the oil derricks. But let's be honest in here. After getting the oil derrick, I mean, capturing it is not very good because after all, you will not get your cash back from the engineer. I mean, capturing from the neutral, that's very good. You get your cash back for the engineer. But capturing from opponent, the only, let's say, the pros of that is only your opponent will no longer get any kind of income from the oil derricks, which is truly nice. But you can also destroy the oil derrick if you are sure that you can take at least protect the oil derrick after capturing it. That's something better. Zugspitze's Tengus are on the land. Meanwhile, Bashley's Tengus are on flight. And eyes fixed on the Prada Collector, and now one Tengu is already down. Three of the Tengus are down, and Precious is targeting this Collector. I don't think... Ooh, that's a very nice way of taking down it. I mean, Suicide Explosive did what it needed to be done. On the meantime, all of the oil derricks are now protected, and Bashley taps out. But for why? I mean, you took down the Collector. That's something nice. Of course, you were actually outnumbered by the Tengus, but you made even the skills with maybe a defender core next to the Collector. At least you can deal lots of damage, so that will force your opponent to take a one Collector in cost of like maybe 5 or 6 Tengus perhaps. A bit anticlimactic. I mean, I expected a bit longer game, but anyway, GG for our players. Now first win goes for the Zugspitze, and let's see how the next game unfolds. And now we are on second game on Industrial Strength. Our map is relatively close. I mean, a map where you spawn relatively close to your opponent. And now there is no faction change as well. I wonder if the tournament rules mandate you to play with one faction. I mean, usually changing here to allies, for example, is something very good because the construction yards radius allows you to build for a very long time since the distance are very small with each other. But anyway, we get to see both players play with Empire again, and once again, the fight for the oil derrick. I mean, previous game, and probably this game will be an image of footage explanation of the capitalism and fighting over the oil. I mean, both sides are making quickly. I mean, deploying their infantry and engineers to quickly get over the oil derricks, and also now Zugspitze prevents this instant dojo producing any kind of units. On the meantime, but things are not very bright over as well. But that's a very neat move. I mean, Bashley kept Tankbuster on hold and then produced his Imperial Warrior, and then making them produce quickly enough. I mean, canceling the on hold, so 2 units come out of the dojo court at once. But now this time Mekabai is being deployed almost identical. I mean, they're both building in a parallel fashion. Okay, that was a split second moment, but it seems like Zugspitze wins over the left oil derrick, and the right is now taken by the Bashley. So things are a bit equal right now. Speaking of equal, I wonder if the Bashley can take the equalizer, because from the many games I have seen, I mean, scoring just goes very direct, like 2-0. Not even, I mean, there is no equalizer in so many games that I have watched. Just direct win. I wonder after the second game, after the first game, do we see some, I mean, low on morale, or let's say, not even fighting back that hard? We'll see though. Anyway, some sneaky attempts of playing dojo over the next refinery, but quickly intercepted by Zugspitze, also building some walls. These walls will provide a little bit of vision. That's the only solace so far. I mean, this is this is actually a lot of walls and can provide some vision. Now we see 5 Tengus for the Zugspitze and 3/4 is out. I mean, numbers are quite identical, so that should be really matter. I mean, at least this game... Oh, Tank Buster is taking some shots over this Tengu, but Bashley is now in a safe position, but this Tengu is taking unnecessary damage from this Tank Buster, already half HP. Goes for the jet mode and goes for repairs immediately, and Zugspitze actually harassing this collector, but MCV unpacked. Bashley is now trying to hold down his base, meanwhile taking down the oil derrick of them. Or both sides actually taking down their opponent's oil derrick, so that's actually nice. This MCV perilously tried to protect their collectors so that Zugspitze cannot utilize the suicide bomb damage by moving the Tengus closer, so MCV can crush them. One Tengu is down, and the other thing is, Bashley did not get the suicide explosives. This is the moment I think he should consider. Okay, I think he get it now, because that Tengu did not explode, but it's actually just dismantled over there. Now Zugspitze is trying to find an opening to do some harassment, but this is not going to be easy. This base is very intact, and MCV can quickly... Oh, this collector is actually very low HP. At this point, it's going to... One Tengu died for nothing as well, but I think this one will do the job. The collector is down. And now Bashley goes for angry mode and goes for the jet mode for all of his Tengus and try to catch all of his Tengus of Zugspitze. But now reinforcements have arrived. The fight is a bit intense, but there are so many Tengus on the field. Meanwhile, during the harassment, Zugspitze actually built more Tengus on the base and wins the dogfight and wins the game. And that's another 2-0 for us. I mean, congratulations for the both players, but the pressure from the Zugspitze was so high. I mean, it's a bit difficult for Bashley to hold on. And after losing the collector, the game will probably go into snowball. I mean, Zugspitze will make more Tengus in time. Meanwhile, Bashley may start to experience some credit problems over his own end. So maybe that's why he called it quit. But nevertheless, GG for the both players.